Howdy.
Welcome to the Driving Monk's vehicle.
Thanks for having me.
This is Jam. He said I could pick his name, so I'm picking it. This is James.
Within reason.
All right. Now, because it's a dark and stormy night, and it's actually a dark and stormy night, we've gone to some effort and put out some lanterns, but due to budgetary restrictions, one of them went out.
Oh man.
And this
one's kind of nice. It's kind of subtle, but not too much.
If I was Paul Revere, we'd be screwed. We would never be able to get a message out.
I don't know who Paul Revere is.
Really?
Yeah.
American Revolutionary. It's a long story.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to start by asking, where were you born?
Where was I born? Look, I don't know what room, but it was Box Hill Hospital. I've ventured quite far and wide, but no, as in terms of living, just Melbourne, and mainly eastern suburbs.
Okay. Where have you ventured?
When I was 16, myself and my family went to the UK and to Sweden. My stepfather has family in Sweden, so we snuck over there for. We snuck over. Well, from England, it's a bit of a sneak.
Okay. They knew you were there, though.
You
used the official channels.
It wasn't illegal.
So it wasn't a sneak.
I was trying to be a little creative with my
language
there.
I'm just saying, you shouldn't be inaccurate. This is a really serious interview.
That's so serious that your lantern failed on you, and now we've got one.
We've got one working. We'll know if the British are coming. What was it about acting? What was the first kind of thing that made you go, that's what I want to do? I want to get up in front of people and emote.
Probably 5 or 6, I really wanted to get into acting. That kind of went dormant. I decided to do everything else that children want to be: policeman, firefighter, pilot, all that kind of stuff. And it wasn't until Mermaid, probably year 11, 12, when I was going through my VCA, or all you out-of-towners, HSC.
Or OP.
It was actually a teacher I had in year 12 who just inspired me and motivated me to go out and give it a shot, really. Do
you want to name drop them?
Bill Tenelak, if you're watching. Hello, Bill. He always said to me, 5% of actors are employed, so 95 are unemployed. But why can't you be one of that 5%?
Yeah.
Started off doing extra work. I did extra work for about a year and a half. I actually missed my year 12 mystery tour. We used to do a mystery tour at school.
Yeah.
At the end of year 12, and I missed that because I had my first extras gig. I had absolutely no experience, didn't know anyone in the industry at all, besides my uncle, who's a film and TV composer. But I mean, even still, like, that's kind of a bit of a different...
It's not going to get you into acting.
No, he was...
What a good
useless.
Useless,
absolutely useless. Sorry,
useless,
Raj,
uncle.
Useless. I felt like this was what I wanted to do. Not be an extra for the rest of my life, but follow, climb the ranks in the industry. And the best thing about doing extras for me was I got to get onto a television set and experience what actually happens behind the camera. I believe there is no right path to the top of the industry, if you can even call it the top. There's no right path to becoming a successful actor. There's only different paths, and different paths have different dead ends and different forks in the road, and all this kind of stuff. And
it's not prescribed.
No, it's not.
And I think you're right. I think that's one of the most interesting things about everyone that we've talked to has kind of gone, well, I did this and then this, and it's just so different. And then I think about what I've done in my career.
Call it a career.
I'll call it a career, yeah. My parents will be happy if I call it a career.
Yeah.
But, like, my track's been so different, and then you see sometimes kind of these charlatan acting teachers and coaches and industry coaches who say, this is the way that you do it. And it's the thing that I've kind of discovered as I've gone along is that there's definitely not one way. What are you now doing? What's happening for you now?
What am I now doing?
Other than that, you're on holidays.
Yeah. Holiday growth.
Yeah.
Other than being on holidays, well, obviously being on holidays means that I am doing something when I'm not on holidays.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on Neighbours at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And what's Neighbours?
Neighbours is a TV serial. I like to refer to it as a TV serial, which we air 5 episodes a week. 6:30 weeknights on Channel 11. There you go, a little bit of selling there.
Not even heard of it.
No. Okay.
Has it been going for long?
Oh, maybe 28 years. I think we're in the 28th year.
Funny that I wouldn't have heard of it. Is it
Yeah.
like a cultural thing, or is it just like a little show?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's pretty big.
It's weird then, isn't it?
I don't want to talk it up too much, but
yeah,
you should
but you
know
do.
what it is.
Should I?
Yeah.
Maybe I have to do some investigating.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been an amazing experience.
That's a steady kind of amount of acting.
It's a steady gig for an industry that's really unstable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is part of the appeal, surely. What else is appealing about it then? Because part of the appeal is that it's steady, you can really investigate character over a long period of time.
Yeah.
That it as a job, it's a good one to have. So what are the other things that appeal to you about being on, is it Neighbours?
It's Neighbours.
Neighbours.
Yeah. The other things that appeal to me are, for example, the crew, the cast.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing the people you get to work with every day. I think ultimately if the crew and the cast were terrible to work with or terrible to be around, there's no way I could have done 3.5 years, and there's no way that most people could spend half their lives on a show like that. It's a family, it really is.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you're working with a family and you really invest in these people and they become a big part of your life when you've spent so long with them all the time.
I think sometimes people outside of the industry sometimes are a bit turned off by the idea of referring to people that you work with like in acting as a family, but it really, like, I totally agree with you, and it's something that's a bit difficult to explain, is that these people become so much a part of your life, and they have to be, you know, for you to be able to do what you're doing. So now, I guess now that you're on holidays and you kind of are doing some other things as well, including something with us.
Yes.
Other than the super amazing and exciting project that you're working on with Driving Monks Productions called Spin, definitely amazing and brilliant.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Yeah. What else? Are you working on other things?
Actually, no.
Excellent.
No,
that's
I'm
what I
not.
like to hear.
I find it hard because at the moment, with Neighbours being winter and getting darker earlier, we tend to do more night shooting, so then we can utilise the night.
Yeah.
So therefore, we actually tend to shoot later as well. So we'll shoot till probably sometimes up to like 8 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, it's really hard to invest in other productions and things because you know you need to have that time to be able to do it.
Yeah.
In March, I did a stage production. It was fantastic. We had a 2-week run, and it's actually my stage debut. It was
beautiful.
A great experience.
Yeah,
I love it. I really want to do some more. It's hard, you know. Sometimes, you know, I don't want to complain about having a full-time job in this industry, which is so unstable. But having the full-time job does minimise your availability for other productions.
Well, having any full-time job minimises your availability for other productions.
That is true.
It's exactly the same for anyone else who works full-time in the and not in the arts.
Yeah.
Yeah. On that wonderful, bizarre note, thank you, James Mason, an actor, probably our most famous guest so far.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. Thank you for joining us in the Driving Monks car. We really do appreciate it. And now it's time for you to...
Out there?
Yeah.
It's cold.
Yeah. Just careful of the heat. Just take
that with me, yeah.
Okay.
I'll bring it back sometime.
All right. That's a thing, I guess. If you want to see more videos like this, you can check out Driving Monks at www.drivingmonks.com. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/drivingmonks, twitter.com/drivingmonks. We're on Instagram. We've got other social media happening. And there's lots and lots of other great content that you can see all the time.